Persian. Unlike systems based on the Roman alphabet, Arabic is written from right to left. It has 28 letters. Like Chinese, Arabic writing is a precious art form, as well as a practical method of communication.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, do you remember, can you point out these sentences and tell me them so that I write them on the board? First one we passed it.
Have been writing.
They have been writing their languages. Okay, the following one, yes please.
Have been utilizing this alphabet.
Sorry, say it again.
Have been utilizing this alphabet.
Have been utilizing. Have been. They have been utilizing
This alphabet.
Another one, please.
They have been using since the 1st century CE. They have
Been using
since the 1st century.
it since the third century. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, look, we have, what do you call this? Subject, right? It's pronoun, subject pronoun, and it is the subject of the sentence. Have is the auxiliary verb. Been, verb 3 of verb to be, and we have verb ing. This is the present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. So the form is subject plus have or has plus been plus verb ing plus complement. Actually, all these three sentences started with they, so we used have. If it was she, or he, or it, we would write has. Now, does the sentence talk about short period or a long period? Long time. Long time. So it talks about something happened for a long time. Did it end in the past or still until now? Still until now. So we use it to talk about something started in the past, continuing without stop until the present. And it may continue in the future. What do you usually use? Since. We use since to talk about specific point in the past. Specific point in the past. If it is a duration, a period of time, we use for. So, what is it called? Present perfect continuous tense. Why do we use it? To talk about something happened in the past and may continue in the future. Now, always when we have auxiliary verb, we form the question by inverting the auxiliary, the subject, and the helping verb. So how do we ask this? Yes?
Have they been writing their languages?
Have they been writing their languages? So have they been writing? Now, if I want to ask about the period of time, I use how long? So we put how long at the beginning, and we say how long. As I told you to concentrate on it. It was how long have they been writing? Well, now, if I want to make this negative, what do I use? Yes?
They haven't.
So I use not. I use not after the helping verb, and I say they have not been writing languages. So, who can remind us now about the three forms, the affirmative, the positive, the question, and the negative? Yes, please?
The positive, they have been writing their languages.
Thank
The questions, have they been writing their languages? Negative, they haven't been writing their languages.
Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to talk about the two main uses of the present perfect continuous tense. First is like here, to talk about something that started in the past, continued without a stop, and it may continue in the future. Second use is, it's not literal here, but look, I'm going to write it on the board. Have a look at these sentences. Who can read it? Please.
The boy is dirty now, he has been playing in the mud.
So the result now, he is dirty. Why?
Because
He has been playing in the mud. Mud is earth and water. So when rain falls, we say this mud in the street. So when something happened for a long time, we didn't see it, but we see the result, which is the boy is dirty now. We talk about the long action that led to this result. We use the present perfect continuous tense. Another example, if we see a girl, her eyes are red and puffy now, we say, have you been crying? So we use the present perfect continuous to talk about something happened for a long time, we see the result now. We call it, in brief, past activity with present result. So the form of the present perfect continuous tense is subject, have, been, verb, ing, complement. The use, two main uses. First, to talk about something started in the past, continued without stop, may continue in the future. We use since and for. Other words that denote the continuity of an action, not only for the present perfect continuous, all continuous tense, we have the word all plus time. Like all morning, all week, all months. We have other words like recently or lately. We use these two words to talk about the present perfect continuous tense. So when we see these words, we know that the action is done. So when we see since and for, it is both. It could be present perfect simple and present perfect continuous, but the same meaning. So when we use since and for, if it is present perfect simple or present perfect continuous, same meaning. Like what? If I say, I have lived in Damascus since 1994, or I have been living in Damascus since 1990, same meaning. But when should I use the present perfect continuous? If I have exam, if I see all plus time, it means we need to use the continuous one. If we see recently or lately, it means that we need to use the continuous now. Is it okay? Any questions about this?
No.
Well, now, finally, in 2 minutes, we're going to summarize what we took now. First, I want to ask you, on what did the Chinese people write? Raise your hand, please. Please. On tortoise shells. What did they use? Brush and ink. Okay. Now, what did the Sumerian use to write on clay?
Reed.
Reed. They used reed. What do we call the modern name of people in Mesopotamia? Iraq. Did all people know how to write? No, only few. Now, who is going to remind me with the form of the present perfect continuous tense, please?
Subject, have or has, the mean, verb, ing, plus complement.
Thank you very much. How do I know that I need to use now the present perfect continuous, not the present perfect simple in exam? If I see all plus time. Thank you very much. Any questions about the lesson?
No questions.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.